Hello everyone, welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen. This is episode 6 of the Animal Crossing Chef Challenge that I'm currently doing. And let me just tell you, without too many spoilers, that this is going to be a very, very exciting episode. We are finally making some moves, which means perhaps I'm finding a villager, perhaps a foodie villager. So yes, very, very exciting. So thank you so much to everyone for being here, and I hope you enjoy the video. So as we're starting the day, I remembered I had ordered some things, so I was really excited about that. And then I was also very excited because I apparently figured out what was wrong with my audio. And there's a lot of videos where it's like that, unfortunately, but at least I know now. So that is another win. I'm going to have to empty my pockets to grab my things, but hey, we're still getting stuff donated to the museum. We have things that we can sell. We're set up for a great day already. And Sahara's here. I keep winning. I keep winning. Speaking of winning, thank you so much for watching this video and for being here. I know that I say it, well, I feel like it's quite a bit, but truly, like, I'm so grateful that there are other people who enjoy this sort of content. They still enjoy Animal Crossing, hopefully just as much as I do. So really, like, thank you so much for being here. So getting some of those donations out of the way, like I mentioned. One of these days, I will run around the museum. I just feel like it's more worth it once I have it a little bit more full. So before I head over to Nook's, just going to grab some fruit that I can sell. And I think I remembered at this point that I had orange trees that were probably going to be ready. So I got really, really excited about that prospect too. And would you look at that? Another win on the day. And this isn't even related to like my actual luck in the game. It just, I think everything panned out on the same day somehow, and wow. So just planting a couple more of those. And then we run into, I don't want to say a hiccup in the gameplay. I don't want to say that I am eventually going to accidentally break the rules that I set in the very first episode that I'm showing you on the screen right now. I wouldn't do that. Especially since I looked them up while I was playing to make sure that I knew the number. But hey, it'll be fine. We all make mistakes. So, got a little counter up here for you so we can keep track, because by the time I sell more in the episode, it is closer to the end. But it's close. Just eyeing up that magnetic knife rack that's right there. It will be mine. The majority of the beginning of the day, though, was, you know, as I've been doing the last couple days, getting Nook Miles, which has been very, very helpful just for getting some things. But I had to get a little bit creative today because, as you probably noticed, I started out with a very low amount of Nook Miles. I did think ahead though, and I made 2 watering cans because I know these flimsy ones last, you know, for like 2 flowers. And especially if you're like me and you accidentally water the grass all the time. I was smart though and made that workbench, as you probably saw, or as you're seeing. And I'm quite happy with that decision. The running back and forth was getting a little bit much. Wow. Very good. This is why I try to be careful, you know? But it's fine. Is that like the motto of this playthrough now? Just, it's fine. It might have to be at this rate. So just watering some of my produce here. And then we'll see... Oh, a little flower there. What could that be? Looks kind of yellow. First, like, smallest piece of bad luck here, but I don't count it, honestly. I don't even remember breaking any tools today. Because look. Look it. I'm so happy. Yep. Yeah, I was really, really excited. So anyways, we're going to nurture this orange hyacinth like it is our firstborn child. I'm so happy. So we're just grabbing some pipes. We've got a pie, we've got an elephant slide. That's pretty much it. That's what I bought yesterday. I was getting tired of having to jump over to the Nook's Cranny Island, so that's what the pipes are for. Though it did take me a little bit to decide where to put the first one. That's on kind of like the mainland. I settled for right in front of my house, but yeah, it was a tough choice. I'm just too good at this game. Wow. Man, 'tis so cool. Whoever wrote that, A+. So that one, easy, like I mentioned. But I had it there at first, and I didn't really end up liking that. I don't know why I was thinking to put it near the rocks, because then I would have to break the rocks. So there we go. And some Nook Miles, which yes, I have over 2,000, but I was anticipating to need more than one Nook Miles ticket because if you've watched the previous episodes, you know that that's the case, sadly. I was having trouble today. I'm starting to think maybe I should just use the Joy-Con and actually do the stretches and see if that registers them a little bit better. Or maybe I'm actually that bad at this game. It's possible. In the back of my head, this entire time, I'm thinking I should really catch that pill bug, because I'll probably forget. So then we met Sahara. So exciting. What a good day. But yeah, way too much dialogue. Way too much. Like a solid 3 minutes. I wish after the first purchase it just didn't repeat everything so many times. I even messed up too because I don't really like the super small rugs. So I normally skip that because then I'll have enough tickets so that I can get a free mysterious wallpaper or flooring. But this time I was just kind of, I guess, just too excited that she was here for the first time. Probably. But 10,000 bells though, right? Amazing. Just out here getting some more miles. I had to catch more than one, but I'll just include this because the swimming takes so long. And I still haven't met Pascal because I don't think that that happens until after 3 stars, so don't worry, we haven't missed any of his really funny dialogue yet. His dialogue is just some of the best, truly. I love it. So we've got our fossils because we have the Nook Miles Plus for the assessing 3 fossils. Don't know where the 4th one is. Find it one day. Nice. So we'll just catch some fish for some miles as well. And then we should be close enough. Because then, of course, when we go to the Nook Miles thing for the first time, it's going to give us some for going for the first time in the day. I still need to water those. Must remember. So just selling some of the fish in the peaches. And just as a reminder, of course, the peaches I can sell as many as I want, so don't have to worry about counting those ones. Oh, I actually got the item name right for that earlier. That's... wow. Good for me. And good for me for remembering this. Now, if you remember from the rules for the produce, I can only sell 20 of those a day too. So you might be thinking, Colleen, why did you plant so many? Well, the point that was below that is I can sell as many food dishes as I want. So if I have a ton of tomatoes, that's fine because I can just make them into food. Hopefully I find a recipe for them fast enough, but we'll worry about that at a later date. Tragic, really. I thought I was so slick for having the second watering can, and then it just broke immediately. Which clearly I had used both of them, but yeah, the way that it happened was just too funny. But as you can see, we are over 4,000 miles, so I felt okay with going to grab a Nook Miles ticket. Only going to grab one to start, because I have a feeling. Now, out of all of the Peppy villagers it could be that have a food-related name, who do you think it could be? I'm going to put them up on the screen. You choose. Let me know your guess before I go on the island, because this is an exciting, exciting time, everybody. All right, do you have your guesses? Because we have arrived. I'm getting the spiel. There are pears. Man, this has got to be good luck, right? It's got to be. Honestly, I already feel lucky enough to have the pears, because pears, it's a new fruit, which will become a slight problem in a moment, but let's not worry about that part, because this is an exciting time to be here. When I tell you, I screamed. Quietly, because it was really early in the morning, but I screamed. And I just took a moment to thank the universe for finally giving me a foodie villager so I could keep moving on in the game. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. And it's Cookie. She's so cute. Oh, I'm so happy to have her. So happy. Of course, though, after this conversation, I'm going to clear out all of the pears. I'm going to grab the coconuts. There was no DIY still, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay because I have Cookie and I have pears. Amazing. Just so happy. So happy. So very quickly clearing, like I mentioned. I didn't end up chopping all of the trees because I really couldn't be bothered. And I even questioned myself before I was leaving because I really didn't want some stupid mistake be the reason that I had to continue villager hunting. So I went and double checked with Cookie just to make sure that she actually was going to be moving to my island. And then I decided to go back. Alright, so now that we know that everything is solidified, we're going to plant some pears, which is obviously a good idea. More Nook Miles for us, and now I can save up for the pretty good tools, so I think that'll be the first one that I get, and then I'll go for the organization guide, because the pocket space hasn't been a huge problem, which I may regret saying that, but if I do regret it, I'll quote myself. So, got some pears. And I'm just thinking, you know, I should be real extra sure to sell the right amount. So I went back into my house, dropped the ones that would go over the limit, because up until this point, I thought I had only sold 9 oranges. My brain left out the part where I also sold coconuts. And that was probably the biggest mistake because, as you can see, questioned myself immediately and I'm like, oh no, this is too many things. So I dropped some more things, thought about it a little bit longer, realized I needed to drop the coconuts too. And yeah, as the screen says, still not right. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to keep count a little bit better, but just since it's the first time that this is happening, because I had enough non-native fruit to actually sell more than 20, we'll just give me a pass this time and it won't happen again. I promise. But yeah, today I sold 27, so I'm thinking maybe to make up for it, the next day I'll only sell 13. Which the ones that I have left in my house, I guess I'll just have to, I'll ration them out over the days to sell them to Nooks. So last on the docket for today is just figuring out where all of these villagers are going to move in. There's a brief moment where I had even forgotten who the first 2 were when I was setting this up. And I couldn't really remember the order that they move in, so I'm really hoping that this is Chabwick's house, but I might be wrong. I feel like it's reversed when they move in, but we will see. So while I set up the rest of the plots here, of course I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's still watching the video. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed already, if you wanted to do that, I would really appreciate that too. And as always, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day.